of Trials. The Hill of Trials was once a normal hill. A hill like any other hill. Quite hillish in its hill-like qualities. But then eventually, a troll by the name of Hillock, yes, ironic I know, decided, I don't like this hill, it's not hillish enough. And so in his greed he decided to create a hill that was far more than a hill. He created a hill of trials, which essentially is exactly the same as a normal hill with a few trees and some mud. He wasn't the brightest fellow, I'll give him that. Many a traveller has tried to use the map, and all have failed. That might be mostly because a lot of them couldn't read, but there we go. It seems like the Bog of Misfortune seems to drag people here, rather unfortunately.
Yes, judging by the name, it would.
Yes, indeed. And here we have the near cobble path. Not quite cobble, but close enough. As I mentioned, the Bog of Misfortune.
Oh, hey, Nim, what's up?
Here we have the bridge that never was, and feels to step within this place. Like it's basically, it is between the realms of God and men.
Are there more lost souls to come?
There are always more lost souls to come. The lost souls do not know many things. They are lost within their own subconscious. Doomed to wander the muddy shores of these paths for eternity. As will you if you step off the path. Don't step off the path.
I seem to have made a mistake and stepped off of the path.
Are you mocking me?
No,
I didn't think so.
Carry on with the tour,
Here we
boatman.
have the small pond of impossibility. Impossible simply because it does not exist. Yet you can see it quite clearly. And here we have the muddy shores of... Is it even a fucking path? That is the official term, coined by the first knight of the round fuckery. Also an official term, in which he coined the idea that mud was a holy sacred passage to a different world, of which he was actually correct, just he got the wrong world. It's rather embarrassing for him. He ended up here. As you can see, he didn't exactly turn out. Did you catch my subtle implication that he was the mud there?
Aaron, no, we got...
Don't you think?
We caught your subtlety, don't worry.
Are you mocking me again, Charles?
Not at all, boatman of hell. Carry on.
This is not hell. Hell would be far more interesting and not as bland.
Very well, boatman of purgatory or monster heaven or whatever they call it on Supernatural these days. So many afterlives.
Stop making pop culture references in this place. You'll find yourself trapped within your own TV show, and that would not be good, especially when the shippers get a hold of you.
Oh dear God, anything but the giggling of the wild shippers.
Indeed.
Many of my relatives and friends have been lost to the slash fic, where they have been simply torn apart by the impossibly large penises.
And terribly written fan fiction.
Nim, stop following me!
As so named for the yobbos that rode by in their golden armour and bikes. They probably fell into the Bog of Misfortune and drowned, but there you go. That is a thing that happened, so the kids say. That happened. Whoa. I wouldn't step in that puddle if I were you. There's nothing mystical about it, it's just rather wet. The bubbling brook of complete confusion. What was I saying?
Roy Higgins.
Something about a brook.
Oh, that's right, the bubbling brook of complete confusion. What was I saying? Conspicuous pond. It's a rather small, inconspicuous pond. It just wants to be left alone. It is the pond of wanting to be left alone, aka the pond. Although I will admit there is a giant tentacle monster at the bottom of it. Green of the land.
Yes.
Do you even know what you're standing on?
Rocks.
Incorrect.
Get down from there, cat. Excuse me.
What?
Radio tower in the distance. Why are you in the mystical wood?
I think that's a radio tower. Ha! That's what you know. It's not a radio tower. It is in fact my tower. So don't go posting that on the internet. I don't need interlopers randomly knocking on my door asking me stupid questions.
Is that your satellite receiver too?
Actually, as it happens, actually yes.
Why do you need so many?
Why do I need so many? I already told you that this world is practically an act of creation in itself. Without those waves of creation, this place would not be sustained for 1 second of a millisecond of a quadruple wizardry fuckwhat. That's actually a technical term. It's not actually a rude word. I do apologize for anybody that may think it is. But basically, that is what my tower looks like when I wish it to look like that. It's also what it looks like when you wish it to look like that, because you're all morons coming from a certain plane of existence. You'll actually find that I live inside the camera lens. You should be happy with your placement. What do you mean you want to go to... You do not want to go to California. That's not where you want to be. You would wilt or something. No, there's just no reasoning with you. I'll come back to you later. Now we're all going to be screwed because we're currently living within a world that literally is an image. When that image runs out, well...
Harry Dresden lives on my camera! Although you do look kind of mystical for a not mystical guide.
Thank you, that's really nice of you to say.
No, it's seriously, Nim, stop following me.
Clyde, I see you hiding back there. Don't bloody bother. Not in the mood. Don't look at me like that! Don't look at him! Gets rather shy. When he gets shy, he gets violent, and you don't want a freaking cave hole in your arm. Are you trying to do an impression? That was absolutely terrible and rather disgraceful. How do you think Clyde feels? Don't look at him! I'm sorry, Clyde. I'm not in the mood to play chess with you right now. It will be later. Maybe. Stars align in the drift. You know the drift. No! This isn't actually sunlight. It's the opposite of sunlight. It's just your brains cannot actually comprehend what it actually is, and therefore you're going to replace it with sunlight, which kind of buggers your film. Ignore the shadow. This here, you're covering up the... What are you doing?
Prancing.
The light. Have you ever heard the phrase, the light that shines through the tree of wonders is truly horrific for all who step within it? No, neither have I. I made that bit up. Cut that out. Having a laugh, so to speak. Having a jolly. And here we have the tree of complete and utter horror. Mainly because it was in complete and utter horror when it got struck by lightning. There you go.
Probably go.
I think it might be the bubbling brook of changing the white balance. Because all of a sudden the shot has different coloration.
That would be my distortion. Don't mind that.
You are a terrible dark Placian. Your powers suck.
I'm not a dark Placian. Have you not noticed that this... You have no idea what this place is in the view of.
We did just pass the brook of confusion.
Don't be an idiot. The Brook of Confusion is miles from here. I know where the Brook of Confusion is. No, wait.
Shit, my battery's dying.
Well, that will be because of the Rock of Misfortune, you clock.